Leo, welcome to your weekly Sidereal forecast for July 20th through the 26th. My name is Athen. So we've got a pretty straightforward week this week. Like I've been saying to the other signs, the Sun, which is your ruler, will be conjoining up to Mercury here in this middle part of the week, and some nice trines from Saturn involving the Sun and Mercury in the early part as well. So basically on Monday and Tuesday, the Sun will be trining Saturn, so you guys should be feeling quite disciplined, quite assertive, I would say, to get some things done in relation to your visions, maybe humanitarian things, whatever you've been working on here in your 11th house, spending time with friends or networking, stuff like that, maybe the internet or technology. And so all of that should go quite smoothly this early part, and I think your self-expression in general should be very, disciplined and solid. So a good week for getting things done, I would say, in general. Then Mercury will be trining up to that Saturn on Wednesday, so all of us should have a pretty good disciplined mind. This is in the area of your ideals and visions and things like that. And Mercury does also rule your 11th and 2nd house, so perhaps things quite supportive and structured, or at least available for you to put in towards your values, your resources, things like that, which is your 2nd house as well. So that's the early part of the week, and then around midweek, Wednesday and Thursday, they conjoin. So you guys should have a pretty good mental aptitude, I would say, this week with Mercury conjuncting up to your ruler. So staying balanced with that is, like I've been saying with the other signs, and just getting that passionate energy out into anything that does involve self-expression, maybe creative or otherwise, or maybe even writing, journaling, things like that. So quite passionate. And what the passion is actually, perhaps, is going into this 12th house, which has been very expansive for you, with Jupiter transiting this 12th house for almost the past year now. So, this is all about spirituality. This is about behind-the-scenes activities, about connecting to God, going with the flow, rest, relaxation, things like that. So now the shift is certainly going from more of that community group, networking, technological side of life into the spiritual side, which will be the big emphasis for you guys for the next 4 weeks with your ruler there. So that energy is shifting there, and anything you're passionate about, putting energy into that, reflecting on what you value about those things, will be highlighted from midweek onwards. So that being said, that's the work week, and then on the weekend, we've got Mars squaring up to Uranus. So this is the one challenge of the week, mostly over the weekend. And so this is about bringing balance to a lot of this direct energy, perhaps to network, to connect, to get involved with causes, maybe even to derive income from your work, which is the second from the 10th, things like that. And so the key here with that is that we want to create change here. This is a change that's needed with Uranus going up to Mars, and this can be very constructive when we want to renew this particular area of our life. So those things relating to the 11th house, whatever it is you've been asserting yourself with there, putting energy into, it's about having that open mind, mixing things up, and trying some new different things so that you can have more freedom in your life relating to these matters and just in general. So that being said, Mars does also rule your 4th house of home and family. So good week to perhaps make some changes in regards to those things. And also your 9th house of philosophy, being willing to change there, spirituality, stuff like that. So all that stuff is shifting and changing for you this weekend. While that happens, Mercury and the Sun will be sextiling up to the North Node. So a good weekend for enjoying the simple pleasures, the material aspects of life, which has been the North Node transiting your 2nd house. Any intentions you do set around those things over the weekend should flow with the sextile position there. And, this is just about enjoying the simple life, really, rest and relaxation. And Venus and Uranus go retrograde over the weekend as well. So there's a lot of planets retrograde going into next week. Venus being the most personal of this, especially in your 1st house. So reflecting on you, reflecting on the things you value in life in general. Like I was saying, and Venus in your 1st house is on your self-image, things like that. Maybe even reflecting on your work, your career, how you're communicating, how you express yourself, which is Venus ruling your 3rd and your 10th house also. So that's going to be going into next week, as well as reflecting on the ebb and flows of life, how there's been transformation there, how there's some old things needing to be released in regards to those deeper elements, because sometimes things are just too deep and they don't do us any good. So that's been the South Node, but it's all about freedom, and there's been a strong liberation from there since that solar eclipse energy for you. So freedom there with life, so that you can enjoy the ebb and flows and see things larger than self, which is really what the 12th house is really activating for you anyways. So That's going to be the shift going into next week. But this week, definitely from that 11th house with friends, groups, all that stuff, shifting into more of the alone time, tranquil time, and connecting to God, and all that will be the emphasis for you, learning more about that, etc. So, Leo, have a nice week. If you guys have any questions, please let me know, and I'll talk to you all next time. Take care.